Opposite with Saman. Hello children, let's play quiz with Mr. Warrior. He is so excited that he is running. And the quiz topic is opposite. Mr. Warrior, ready? Okay, the first word is high and the opposite is low. The boy is diving quite high from a very high place, whereas in the other picture you can see the boy is diving from a very low place. So the opposite of high is low. Well done, Mr. Warrior. Another word, clean. Dirty. The man is clean, whereas in the other picture you can see the child is dirty. So the opposite of clean is dirty. Wet. Dry. Oh, well done. The opposite of wet is dry. The girl due to rain is wet, whereas it's a sunny day, so the weather is dry. Weather difference. Another word, front, and the opposite of front is back. You can see the front portion of car, whereas in another picture you can see the back portion of car. Well done. Over, under. The boy is standing over the bench of wood, whereas other boy is hiding under the bench. So the opposite of over is under. Open, close. First picture you can see the box is open, whereas in another picture you can see the box is closed. Fat, thin. In the first picture you can see the man is fat, whereas in another picture you can see the woman is thin. So the opposite of fat is thin. Push, pull. In the first picture you can see the man is pushing the cart. In the other picture you can see the man is pulling the cart. Old, young. In the first picture you can see the man is old, whereas in another picture you can see a boy is young. Another word is heavy. Light. Oh, I think you're playing very well, Mr. Warrior. Log is heavy, whereas feather is light. So the opposite of heavy is light. Top, bottom. Well, you can see the man is on top of the mountain, whereas in other picture you can see the man is at the bottom of the mountain. So the opposite of top is bottom. Ugly, pretty. Whereas in one picture you can see a witch is ugly, whereas the woman is pretty. Black, oh, white. In one picture you can see the crow is black, whereas in another picture you can see the rabbit is white. Narrow, wide. The space between the two mountains in the two pictures are different. In one picture you can see less space between the two mountains, so it is known as narrow. And if there is too much space between the two mountains or two things, it is known as wide. So the opposite of narrow is wide. Hot, cold. you can see the difference between the picture. The sun is too hot. There is a sun. That's why it's hot. You can feel it's hot. Whereas in another picture, there is snowfall and there is igloo. Igloo is a place where there is generally snowfall. So, the place is hot and the opposite of hot is cold. Laugh, cry. Well, in the first picture you can see the girl is laughing. Whereas in another picture you can see the boy is crying. Long, short. In one picture you can see a train is too long. Whereas in another picture you can see the train is short. So there is a difference between the two trains, the size difference. So the opposite of long is short. New, old. In first picture you can see the coat is too fresh, too new. Whereas in another picture you can see the stitches which is being stitched on the coat so that to make it wearable. So the coat is in an old condition. Big, small. You can see there is a size difference between the tree. The size is big. In another picture you can see the tree size is small. In, out. In one picture you can see the boy is in the house. Whereas in another picture you can see the boy is out of the house. Left, right. So the opposite of left is right. The boy is walking towards the left. Whereas in another picture the boy is walking towards the right. That is, they are walking in two different directions. So the opposite of left is right. Night, day. The opposite of night is day. How can you make out? You can see moon, you can see stars during night, whereas during daytime you can see sun. It's too bright. Night is darker, whereas day is brighter. So the opposite of night is day. Quiet, loud. The opposite of quiet is loud. The child is quiet, whereas in another picture the man is using a loudspeaker, which is quite loud. So the opposite of quiet is loud. Sad, happy. The opposite of sad is happy. The face of the man is sad, whereas the face of a girl is quite happy because there is a smile on her face. Short, tall. There is a size difference. The size of tortoise is short, whereas the size of giraffe is quite tall. Wow! Mr. Warrior is a winner. He replied all the answers correct. So, I guess he deserves a prize. So, here goes the trophy for him. Applause! If you like my video, do like and subscribe and press a small bell icon